Howdy folks, it's Talturn here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And if you recall, a few days ago we did an IFR flight without autopilot. If you watch the video and you know why, without autopilot, and the TBN 930. And it was fun. It was crazy weather, crazy wind, but it was fun. And I had a hand fly the whole thing. But today I want to do it again, not the same flight, but similar. We're going to do IFR, we'll do an ILS landing, but we'll use autopilot the whole time because we can. And it's going to be nighttime. Apparently it's 4:33 a.m. local time in Miami. Not really, because it is almost 1 a.m. real life time in Miami. Not 4:33 a.m., but whatever. So just a cute little quick flight. I just want to see Miami at night. The scenery during the day is amazing. We'll see what it looks like at night. And we'll let the autopilot do the work. It'll change over to ILS for us. And in the sim, this airplane will land for us. I don't think it does in real life. But in the sim it will. But it keeps at the glide slope of 500 feet per minute, so it slams into the ground, but we'll see how it goes, just because we can. So anyway, let's get this thing planned out here super fast. So let's start here at Hollywood International, but I want to get the weather, so let's pick, oh my gosh, it's a lot of places to park. Let's select here, let's see what it says. 0 knot wind. Okay, so I don't know what runway they're going to start us off at. I wish I knew so I could pick parking near that runway. What do we got? They're all jets, small jets. Let's just go right here. This will be our departure. And, oh yeah, hang on, I forgot to do this. I always do live traffic because it's fun. It's going to get really busy in Miami. That's going to be half the fun, is listening to the air traffic control. Built in, of course, not real air traffic control. Live weather, and players are turned off. So that's our departure. We're going to use a TBM like we did in the previous video, maybe a couple of videos ago, but depends on the order. We'll use the same livery, and we'll do weight and balance and everything when we are in the sim. Arrival. We're going to do Miami because we can. It's super busy, and there's going to be so much to listen to. So we'll just go like this. We'll select arrival. And 13-minute flight will be a little bit longer than that. We're going to do IFR, low altitude. There we go. And we're going to use direct departure. I'm not going to worry about departures. Now you can... Oh good, we picked a good parking spot. If you have your favorite departure you want to use in real life, you can. I just use direct. I like to get these crazy lines. Same with arrivals. If you have your favorite arrival you want to use... you can, whoa, no. You can select it from there. What runway are they having us approach on? Runway 9. Okay. So we could do like, anything that gets us to runway 9, but then you get all these crazy things, right? And all of a sudden our 11-minute flight is now like an hour. So I just use direct. I mean, if we could go through all of them and find one that might be reasonable, but with this short of a flight, none of them are going to be reasonable. So I just use direct. There we go. Thank you. And the approach, though, it says it's going to use runway 9, which would make sense because wind is from 20 degrees. I want to use ILS, so ILS 9. There we go. Oh, it's going to make us go. Oh, I was hoping we would get to see Miami, like come over out over the water and see Miami. That would be kind of cool, right? To go over the water and see Miami coming in. But we're not going to, because we're going to use ILS 9, because that's what the wind wants us to do. I could do a VFR flight and fly along here. And then when I get to here, manually put in the frequency for runway 9 ILS and shoot the ILS. We could, but I want to do an IFR flight. But the way we would get that ILS frequency... Well, let me back up a step. Because we're doing the IFR planning in this screen, the ILS frequency will automatically put itself into the airplane for us, into the flight computer, or into the comms, the nav frequency. It'll do it for us, and it'll switch over to localizer for us too. I'll show you that as it happens. Otherwise, if we were doing it manually, we would click on the VFR map, click on the airport, it would give us the ILS frequency. We would manually put it in nav 1, and then change it over from GPS to localizer, and then it would line up, it did set up the glide slope and everything for us, and that set up the ILS for us. But we're not going to do it that way because we're going to do an IFR flight. So we'll do this. The wind is not in our favor to see downtown Miami. We'll see a little bit from over here, but we don't get to fly across. I was hoping to see like the nice line of lights along the ocean, but whatever. This will be just fine. Otherwise, that's it, right? As far as altitude, it'll give us altitudes. It's not going to be this altitude. It'll give us its own altitude. So there we go. We got our departure set up direct. We have our arrival airport, destination airport, direct arrival, but the ILS 9 approach. They'll put the frequency in the computer for us because we set it up here. And that is all there is to it. I made it way more complicated than it needed to be. Let's fly. So first thing we're going to do is hop out here and look towards Miami and the ocean. You can see the ocean out there. It looks kind of cartoonish. I mean, maybe it's cartoonish looking in real life. I doubt it. So that's kind of weird. I haven't seen Microsoft Flight Simulator at night in years. It's been a really long time. Interesting. But there you go. Miami. You can see Miami down there. And there's the airport right there. And there's Miami right there. Very cool. But we're going to go this way. Towards alligator country. So that's how we're going to do this. There's an airplane coming in. Alrighty. Without further ado, let's hop inside. And I think you have auto flashlight on. Yes, we do. Very good. Alright. Parking brake set. We're going to trust that it's set. We're going to make sure my rudders are working. Whoa. And they are working. That was insane. Mister, how rude. That was pretty crazy. Fuel and passengers. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see here. Let's put me in here. I think I lost a few pounds since the last flight. And who should we bring with us today? Kind of a romantic flight. Let's bring my wife and nobody else. And we'll bring a tiny overnight bag, I guess. And we have way more than enough fuel for this flight. Close that up. I think that's what you do. Yeah, you hit reset by accident, thinking that was an okay button. Alrighty, here we go. Crash lever up. Whoa. Crash lever up. There we go. Source, battery. My S's are whistling. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Generator main. I think that's this. And panel lights on. There we go. Now we can see what's going on. Okay, it's going to be bright no matter what we do. Alrighty, let's come down here and quiet this thing. Whoop. Let's turn that on. Let's quiet that thing. Quiet that. There we go. Cabin and access lights. Cabin lights. Where are you? Right there. Access lights right there. Does that do anything?
System test.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it turns the lights on. Can we look? Can't really look back there though. That was weird. Let's try that again. There we go. See? Lights are on. Cool. Alright, start MFD. Already did that. De-ice test lights. It says lights test. Oh, there we go. No, that turned on my prop de-ice. Whatever. I still can't figure out how to get that stupid light thing to work. Landing gear test light. That's over here. That one's easy. Check the fuel quantity on the MFD. Good. We're plenty fine there. Let's actually zoom this out a little bit. So if we go MFD options and zoom it out, we can go like that. See? Simple enough. I want to show, and I'm talking about the COM radio. So if we go into radios now, these frequencies are not the frequencies for the ILS. But because we did the flight plan, it will put it in for us when it's time for the ILS. If we were doing it manually, like let's say we needed to tune in an ILS, you can come over here to your VFR map and whoa, click on the airport. Come down here, it'll tell you the ILS frequencies for 9, 110.9. You can put in 110.9 and it'll pick it up. But we don't need to worry about that because it's going to be automatic for us. And this too will go from GPS to localizer automatically. And then with autopilot, we'll just hit approach and it'll land us. Again, like I said, it's not really landing us. It's just going 500 feet per minute into the ground. But you get my point, right? You would normally take over at minimums and then land manually. In real life. Alrighty, so here we go. Strobe lights on. Can't really see them, but it looks like they're on now, right? If we come out here. Yep. There we go. Yoke conditioners to full. Okay. Ignition to auto. How far up does it go? I can't tell. I cannot see. Looks like it's already on auto. Looks like it's already auto. Okay. Auxiliary boost pump on. There we go. And starter on. It goes off automatically. I can't see, but I think it's doing something. Yep, I see the prop spinning. I don't know if YouTube is picking that up, but there it is. And I don't see us moving. Right? So the parking brake must actually be on, which is good. Alright, cool. Alright. Engine, oil, stabilize, yada yada yada. Feather the throttle twice. I don't know why. That's just what it says to do. Okay. Auxiliary pump to auto. So we want to go all the way up. Must be all the way up because I can only get a down arrow. Okay, cool. Fuel select. Confirm it's on auto. Fuel select. I can't tell if it's on auto or not. It has to be. What's it say down there? Okay, they went off, so it is now. Okay, cool. Fuel select, shift to set blah blah blah. Make sure it works. Both tanks, yes it does. AP trims on. Here we go. We got that's off, and then on is all the way up. Because now we can only go down, so now it's all the way up. Okay, cool. Confirm generator main. I think it was already. Bleed to auto, which is over here. Bleed, come here, up to auto. This is so hard to do in the dark. AC fan and temp. I don't really care about the temp right now, but we'll bring it up a little bit. There we go. The fan can come down. Oxygen comes on. And de-ice. Let's see, we'll do the pitot heat. And I think that's up. And then what's outside air temperature? 27 Celsius. It's hot. We do not need to worry about icing. And everything is off. There we go. Cool. Let's actually zoom this out a little bit more until we're established. Alright, there we go. Come over here, and I like to turn some of this thing, change some of these things. I like to go to more settings and turn on my wind. We love the wind. And we'll go back and we'll turn AOA to auto. I don't think you can turn that map off. I wish you could because it drives me crazy. But I don't think you can turn it off. Map settings. Yeah, see, it doesn't actually do anything. See, map settings. Anyway, alrighty, flight plan. That's when I do my autopilot. If they will give us an altitude to climb to, let's do 2,500 for now. And let's set this to GPS. Where's the button? Whoops. GPS, and that'll change the localizer with the glide slope automatically as we come across. We don't need to worry about it. What else are we going to do? So we need the flight director on. We're going to use nav, which is set to GPS. We're going to climb to 2,500 feet initially, or whatever they tell us. And we'll do a steep climb at 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. And I think that's all we need to do there. Do we have an ATIS? We do. Let's listen to the ATIS.
Fort Lauderdale Airport information, Echo 0400 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition, few clouds at 1,800 feet, ceiling 18,800 feet broken. Temperature 27. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.906. ILS runway 10 right and ILS runway 10 left in use. Landing and departing runway 10 right and runway 10 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have echo.
Alrighty. Barometer will get us to 29906. And let's get our clearance.
Ground Turtle Soup, Tango Tango Tango, 41 IFR to Miami, ready to copy.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is cleared to Miami Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 left climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Departure frequency is 126.05 squawk 5021.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 clear to Miami Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 10 left, climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Departure on 126.05, squawk 5021.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.4 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alrighty, so I already changed my altitude initially to 2,000 feet, and we are ready to rumble. So let's tune in, request tune in ground. I guess it's the same thing on this one. So let's request taxi.
Ground Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 with Echo, ready to taxi IFR.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 taxi 2 and hold short of runway 10 left using taxiway Quebec Lima 1 Quebec Echo Bravo Bravo 1. Contact tower on 120.2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 10 left via taxiway Quebec Lima 1 Quebec Echo Bravo Bravo 1 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
So essentially we're just going to turn left and go out to here somehow as best as we can in the dark. So let's go to, wait, we need to do a few things first. Hang on. We need to, what do we need to do? We need to set inertia separator on. There we go. And we need to do our taxi lights on, which is up 1 if I can find it. And the pulse light, which is like that, I think. And props forward. Flaps down 1. And begin our taxi. And then at the end of the runway, we have a few more things to do. Oh, it automatically flipped our fuel to the right tank. Cool. Okay, we need to go to the left. Hang on, what's our compass heading right now? Yeah, it'd be to the left. Oh yeah, it's because it wants. Never mind. Okay, I was confused. So let's use parking brake off. Let's use our reversers here a little bit to back up. I think. There we go. And then be careful so we don't strike the tail when we use the brakes in a minute here. Come on, a little bit more. Actually, that's good enough. Alrighty, here we go. Let's see if we can figure out how to get there. Of course, we could turn the taxi ribbon on, but I don't like to do that. Oh my gosh, there's a plane there. This is hilarious. Whoa, look out. I don't know where we're going. According to that, we're okay. I guess we're going to try it like this. I don't know. As long as we don't get stuck on a building, because then we can't get out. Well, look out, airplanes. Oh, we're not. We're on the grass. I guess they should have turned on the taxi ribbon, but I don't like the taxi ribbon. So let's just cut across the grass, and I don't think we're going in the right direction. We are in the right direction. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll just follow these blue lights until we find our runway up ahead somewhere. I think we have to turn left eventually. Yeah, I mean, whoa, what are you guys doing in the taxiway here? Maybe this isn't a taxiway because of the paint, but the lights show it's a taxiway. Alright, we're going to turn left here in just a minute, and then we'll hang a loop-de-loop right. Okay, we're going to turn left here. We're kind of scooting along pretty fast, I know. But we want to get there. We want to have our romantic evening in the hotel in Miami. Maybe visit Hollover Beach in the morning. And then head home. Look out, there's traffic. There's traffic. What are you doing, dude? I'm an airplane. Don't you get it? I'm an airplane. Alrighty, let's see. We're going to keep going straight here a little bit. And then we'll hang a right. And then we'll do the rest that we need to do before we take off. And we'll hang our right. I think maybe we were supposed to be on the green lights, not the blue lights. Oops. Oops. Maybe the blue lights were the edges and the blue... Stop. Well, that's not our stop sign. Here's our stop sign. Yeah, maybe the blue lights were the edges and the green lights were the taxi lights. Whatever. Stop. Here. Oh my gosh. Brakes. Work. Please set the parking brake. Let's hop inside. We have a few things we need to do. Let's see. Dimmer switch on, and that is so when, if there's a crash, not when, if there's a crash, the lights are dim and your eyes will be adjusted. No, they didn't really dim, but in real life they would dim and it would override what you have in the back, so that if there's a crash, your eyes are adjusted, you can see what's going on. Alright, landing lights will go on. Wherever you are, there you are. Do they change? I think so. And nav lights on. I think that's it there. Confirm flaps. And start timer. I'm not going to worry about the timer. I guess I can start the timer. Alrighty, here we go. Let's request takeoff. Tower, here we go. Request takeoff clearance.
Tower Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41, ready for IFR departure runway, 10 left.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 altimeter, 29.96 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway, 10 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway, 10 left, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41.
Alrighty, stay on the green dots, please. And then we'll hand fly out here a little bit. And then we'll... oh, I forgot to zoom out my map. I meant to do that first. Anyway, we'll take off. And then we'll zoom out my map. And then we'll hand fly a little bit till we catch up to the purple line. And then we will use autopilot the rest of the way, because that's an IFR flight. We might as well. We're already airborne. Brakes to stop the wheels. Gear coming up. And then flaps coming up. Let's hop down here and do this, and then zoom this thing out, which is this way. There we go. Oh boy. Keep an eye on what you're doing there, turtle. And then let's go like that. Alright, cool. Alrighty, we know where the purple line is because we can see it. So let's make a turn. Here we go. Look out the window.
Tango Tango Tango,
Beautiful.
contact Miami departure on 126.05. Good day.
Good day.
Going to 126.05, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41. Miami departure Turtle Soup Tango 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 41 is at 1,300 feet, climbing 2,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 Miami departure altimeter, 29.96 continue as planned. Turtle Soup Tango Tango Tango, 41 climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet, Turtle Soup Tango, Tango Tango 41.
Busy cockpit. Alrighty, let's engage autopilot. There we go. It should do everything for us. Yep, it will. I can let go now. And why is it nose diving? Oh, because my vertical speed. Hang on. Vertical speed, 1,000 feet per minute. Come on. Where is it? There it is. Apparently, when I... Come on. I can't see my click spot. Apparently, when I change my altitude, it erased vertical speed. That's okay. Anyway, it's going to line us up with the purple line. It's going to fly us all the way. What we're going to do now is just make the changes that ATC tells us to make. Otherwise, that is all there is to it. Because like I said already, when we get here for the ILS, this will change the localizer automatically, and our nav frequency will change automatically. And we'll, once we are established on the glide slope, we'll hit approach and it'll land us. In real life, we would, hand fly minimums, but in this, I think we'll let it land us, just because it's kind of funny that it actually lands us at the glide slope rate of 500 feet per minute, right into the ground. So what does this mean? This means we can hop outside and we can enjoy the way it looks here in Hollywood, Florida. Trying to get what's possibly a good thumbnail, maybe. But anyway, there's the ocean there, and then all of a sudden, you have alligator country. I think it's kind of funny how it's this little narrow part of Florida, and then not really livable over there. There's a few highways though that go over to the Tampa and stuff, and the Gulf, but for the most part, It's pretty narrow. I wonder what that POI is out there. Maybe that's a city. Otherwise, when we get to Miami, it's going to be super busy. The ATC is going to be crazy, which is going to be fun, and it might be a hard time getting a word in sometimes, which will still be fun. It's all going to be fun. Let's see here. Cruise dimmer switch can come off now. There we go. Did it light up more back here? I don't think it changed anything back here, but in real life it would. De-ice is needed. We don't need to worry about that. OAT is 19 Celsius. We can turn the inertia separator off. And landing lights off. We'll keep them on and monitor things. Now we are a little hot here on the throttle. Let's bring that back a little bit to cool it down. That's better. Next thing on our list is the approach. We'll get the weather and the barometer from ATC. Landing lights are already on. We'll just do the dimmer switch, inertia separator, gear and flaps. Pretty simple. So yeah, I mean, I could use the taxi ribbon and to land too, but we're not going to. Oh, look at all those stadiums there. Is that cool? We could use the taxi ribbon when we land, but I don't want to. I'll just park wherever we want. Alrighty, looking outside and enjoying the sights as we go over alligator country here from wherever we are. Hollywood, Florida to Miami.
Tango, Tango, 41, you are 14 miles northwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 9er approach via leg transition. Cleared to leg.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 9er approach via leg transition. Cleared to leg turtle soup Tango 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 41.
Alrighty, that's simple. Let's hop outside and enjoy the darkness of 4:30 a.m. in Florida, I guess. Looking up at the stars. Look at that, Orion. Oh, ooh, we got the moon though. What is that cluster of stars? Interesting. Anyway, looking back, Miami is over here. Pretty cool. When I flew this myself off camera during the daytime, it was incredibly beautiful, like the auto-gen and the scenery. Again, everything I do is default. I'm doing it, I have no mods, and the default stuff here is just impeccable. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to do night flights in the simulator, but in X-Plane, I really like the night flights even more than the day flights, but in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I prefer the daytime flights. Okay, so what I'm wondering, is this like just on or off? Like, do we have any control at all over the stuff down here? No, it's just so bright. Ugh, let's warm it up here a little bit. Turn on the fan, there we go. Anywho, we're just hanging out, letting the autopilot do the work, which is very different than the previous. Whoop, we're back in the red. Let's put my throttle a little bit. Which is very different than a couple flights ago when the wind was blowing us all over Timbuktu in this thing. It was crazy. It was fun, but it was crazy. But now it's smooth, and autopilot's working, and we're just gonna follow the purple line until it turns green. Then we'll hit that little APR button, and then it'll land. But this is kind of one reason why I don't do like tube liner flights, because I've done it before to say I could do it, where you would program the FMS, let it go, land, that was it. I mean, it is a sense of accomplishment, and to do it once or twice is fun, but I don't do that anymore. This is as IFR as I get, where I just, you know, take these small turboprops. Maybe I'll do an IFR flight every now and then, but I'm mainly just GA, smaller airplanes. You have to do everything yourself. It's fun. And that's just how we normally fly, but this is cool too, I guess. It has this place, and more power to the people who fly tube liners every flight. I honestly don't get it, but that's what you like to do. Who's to say, who's to say otherwise?
Contact Miami approach on 120.5. Good day.
Good day.
Going to 120.5 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Alright, what do they have to say?
Miami approach, Turtle Soup Tango, 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 4,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41 Miami approach altimeter, 29.97, continue to lake as planned.
Okay, no shocker there, I guess. Let's go back here to my timer. Yep, let's look outside, I guess. Whoa, let's reset this. Where's Miami?
Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Alrighty, hang on, I got you.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Turtle Soup
3,000
Tango,
feet. So we'll
Tango,
bring this
Tango,
to
41.
3,000. Vertical speed down. We'll do 900 feet per minute. Bring back throttle so we don't go a million miles an hour. Because we will have to get gear out, you know, land eventually. And flaps out too, so we don't want to go too fast. There's Miami. There's the airport right there. There's the ocean. There's downtown Miami right there. Miami Executive is right there. But we're just going to follow the pink line and let autopilot do all the work, which is cool sometimes. Oh, see the sun starting to come up on the horizon already. Yeah, it's cool sometimes to let autopilot do it, but you see why I like to do my small little airplanes and my little flights.
Tango, Tango,
Oh,
Tango,
now what?
41 contact Miami departure on 126.05.
Miami departure. Good day.
126.05, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41. Miami departure, Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41, is at 3,200 feet, descending 3,000 feet.
Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41 Miami departure altimeter, 29.97, continue to grid as planned.
Alright, I set the barometer. Let's get inertia separator on. That's in case if there's any ice chunks or anything. Am I turning it on? I can't even see. What else we got to do? Dimmer switch is going to go on again in case we crash. People can see what's going on. So now it's just gear down and flaps down when appropriate. We don't need to do it quite yet. We're quite a ways away, even though we can see the lights flashing in front of us. We're still quite a ways. What does it say? 3.5 miles. That's just a grit. So 3.5 miles there. So that's 3.5, 7. We're still about 10 miles out. So we've got plenty of time. Nautical miles, that is. We still have plenty of time. There's inertia separator kicking on. Alrighty, so we're just going to keep this speed.
Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41, you are 13 miles west of Miami. Contact Miami Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound.
Alrighty, look
Tower
at
on
it changed
118
for us,
decimal tree,
and there's
Turtle
the glide
Soup,
slope.
Tango, 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 41.
So it changed to localizer for us. It did the frequency for us. We will hit approach as soon as it crosses the middle there. And
Miami
we're coming
Tower,
in.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 4111 miles west inbound, ILS runway 9er approach.
Turtle Soup Tango 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 for 1 Miami Tower. Altimeter 29.97 wind calm. Cleared ILS runway 9er approach.
Cleared ILS runway 9er approach, Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41.
Air Canada 1208, turn next taxiway.
So now it's going to get really busy on ATC, which will be fun. We hit approach already. See, it's following the localizer, or the ILS, because it has glide slope and glide slope for us. So now it's just a matter of maintaining speed, gear, and flaps, and that's it. And it will land us at 500 feet per minute, smack us into the ground, but it'll be okay. It'll be fun.
1208, contact ground on 127.5.
Bringing back throttles a little bit for
Tango,
speed.
Tango, Tango for 1 wind 027 at tree. Cleared to land runway 9er. Going to 127.5 Air Canada 1208.
Cleared to land runway 9er, Turtle Soup Tango, 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 41.
Alright, I put gear down while it was talking because I had to, and then we'll just bring back throttles, get into flap range. And let's look outside a little bit because we can. Flying over Miami. Look at that. How awesome is this, huh? Very straightforward. So yeah, when you use autopilot and you use an IFR thing and everything with GPS and even with ILS, could be RNAV, could be anything. It's pretty straightforward. It's not challenging. It's just setting your, it's very literal, right? Whatever you put in is what's going to put out. So you just put in the parameters, change whatever needs to be changed, it'll do it all. And that's all there is to it for a set of flaps. And then all I need to do now is just worry about our speed with the throttle. See, it has this 500 feet per minute down there. It's going to keep us there. Second set of flaps. And then just hit the autopilot at the very last second, I guess. Or never. So, in real life, and what we should do right now, is at minimums, turn off autopilot. Which would be about now, probably. But I'm not going to. I'm going to let it fly us all the way in and see what happens. Like I said, my test flight, it landed us. Look at this. Look at all this air traffic here. That's why I often will take labels off so you don't see all that, but I keep real traffic on so you can hear the ATC. But that's just ridiculous. But I picked this airport on purpose. Now because it's 4:30 in the morning, there might not be much on the schedule. Because when I did this, it was like, I don't know, like 5 o'clock p.m. or something when I did a test flight. And it was like so much ATC I couldn't even get my responses in. And then when you yell at me for not responding, I'm like, well, I can't respond. Alright, keep an eye on your speed though. I was so busy yapping, I wasn't paying attention to the speed. Oh, is it going to drop us? Okay, never mind. Autopilot off, we're going to land in on our own. That was weird. See how it made it start to go to the left? Which, I mean, it shouldn't land us. When I did my test, it did. But it really shouldn't. So yeah, I was going to make us go to the left. Maybe it's starting to stall. Maybe that's what that was. Yeah, I bet that's more likely. But regardless, we'll land ourselves. But when I took off autopilot, it made us jump up a little bit because of the throttle. So we'll just get back here. There we go. I cannot see the ground. I have no idea how high we are from the ground. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a nice soft landing anyway. And where are ya? Look at that. Boom. Reversers. Brakes. Nose wheel down gently. Flaps coming in. Reversers off.
Tango, 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 4-1. Turn next taxiway.
And I will turn next taxiway if I can figure out how to get out of here. Remember to stay on the green circles this time, not the blue ones. And here we go. Where are the green lights? This way. I think that was a high speed the other direction.
Tango, 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 for 1 contact ground on 121.8.
Alrighty, acknowledge handoff.
Going to 121.8 Turtle Soup, Tango, Tango, Tango 41.
I will in a second. We're going to stop here a second though. Set the parking brake because there's only one of us. Whoops, we're going to come over here and stop the timer. 17-minute flight. Not too shabby. You don't have to beep at me. Okay, what are we going to do here? Let's see. Stop the timer. Taxi lights. So let's bring those down to taxi. Nav lights off. Pulse light off. Why would you turn the pulse off? That's what it says. Dimmer switch can come off now. Oxygen switch can come off. Whoops. That's already here. And flaps up they are. Alright, so now let's find our place to park. So let's take parking brake off. Let's request taxi to ground first to parking.
Miami Ground Turtle Soup, Tango, Tango, Tango 41. Request taxi to parking.
Turtle Soup, Tango, 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 41 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Tango 1 Sierra Yankee Cross runway 30 Yankee Yankee 1 Whiskey 12.
Yeah, okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway Tango 1 Sierra Yankee Cross runway 30 Yankee Yankee 1 Whiskey 12 Turtle Soup Tango 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 41.
Yeah. Okay, let's active pause. Let's
Turtle
just
Soup, Tango, Tango,
hop up
Tango,
here.
41.
What?
Hold position, caution, other traffic.
Oops. Hold position.
Hold position. Turtle Soup Tango
Okay.
Tango Tango 41.
Parking brake then. Let's hop out here and see where we're gonna park. I don't know where we're gonna park. Look at all those aircraft at every single gate. That's insane. I don't know where we're going to park. We're just going to find a gate. I mean, maybe they want us to go way up here, and I'm not going to spend 20 minutes taxiing. So let's do this. Let's also turn off labels if I can remember how. I don't think it's in here. Oh, maybe it is. Traffic. Nameplates off. Apply and save. Thank you. And resume. Resume. There we go. Okay, cool. Now everything is still there. And we still get to listen to the ATC and everything. But, we don't have to worry about all those words in front of us. Alright, I don't know where we're going to go. Let's just... Oh, it didn't tell us to resume yet, did it? I don't see any traffic that we're waiting for. Let's just go over here.
Tango 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 41, continue taxi.
I'm going to. I already did. There we go.
Roger Turtle Soup, Tango 41.
Alright, let's just go over here and park next to this thing. Just because I don't know where else we're going to go. Oh, come on. Don't mind me. We're just going to, you know, camp over here for the night. Somewhere. Right here. Perfect. That is perfect. Alright, let's stop here without hitting the building. Set the parking brake, come inside, and what do we need to do to shut this thing down and end this trip? Parking brake set, yes. Strobe lights off. Yes. Fuel selector manual, which is right here. Autopilot trims off. All the way off. There we go. Bleed off, wherever that is. That was over here again. Bleed off. Conditioners off the yoke. Yep. Props back. Inertia separator off. Already did. All icing off. We did. Auxiliary pump to... No, auxiliary pump off. There we go. Everything's shutting down. Should see stop spinning in a second. And... there we go. And crash bar down. If it'll let me. There we go. Auto flashlight. It saved our flight. There we go. Very cool. Let's hop outside. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was much smoother than the previous flight, although the previous time we flew this plane. But I must say, it was a lot more interesting to hand fly before in the crazy wind and to shoot the ILS manually. But it was also fun to use autopilot the whole time. So, whatever, you know, pick your poison, whatever you prefer to do. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's however you want to do it. It's what you make the most of it. It's the most of what you make of it, however you want to say it. Anyway, there you go. Please like and subscribe. More bush trips when they come up, more regular flights when I feel like doing them. If you have a request for your own kind of flight you would like to see me do, IFR, VFR, as long as it's a default aircraft in the sim, I'll do it. And put in the comments below. And that's it for me. I'll see you next time.